What's going on, guys? We are back for another video, and in this one we are going over my November 2020 online income report. So I'm going to show you guys the 7 different income streams that I have that helped me generate over $1,000 in profit last month. And I'll be upfront with you guys, I put in less than 5 hours of work, and I'm not just saying that. I was so busy with some other projects I had going on that I didn't have a lot of time to put into this. But because of the work that I've done over the last 2 years, I was still able to generate my highest ever net profit month in November of 2020. So we're gonna hop right in. I'm gonna show you guys the breakdown of where my income came from. But before we do that, the 7 different income sources I currently have are Merch by Amazon, YouTube, KDP, Spreadshirt, Redbubble, Etsy, and finally my affiliate income, which comes from a few different sources, which we'll get into. So without further ado, let's hop into the computer screen and I'm gonna show you guys the breakdown. All right, guys, so here we are in the computer screen, so let's get into this. So going forward, I'm going to publish these income reports on my blog, skipwithben.com. If you guys prefer checking them out in written format or you just want to see an in-depth breakdown, go ahead, head over there and check this information out. But in total, again, my grand total for the month was $1,061.81 in profit. And just to reiterate, my 7 different income sources are Merch by Amazon, YouTube, KDP, Spreadshirt, Redbubble, Etsy, and finally affiliate income, which comes from a few different places, which I'll break down. So the full breakdown, we can see that Merch by Amazon was still the biggest chunk of my business. So it was about 43% of my income. And then the surprising one is Etsy, which has really picked up. So if you guys have been following along my channel, in the beginning of 2020, I closed my account down. And then again, once things got a little crazy in the world in June and July, I actually took all my listings off of Etsy because I was having lag times and fulfillment that were posing problems for quality and customer service and all that stuff. So finally got those back up and Etsy has blown up. So I redid a lot of my listings on there and that's taken off. And then YouTube is the 3rd largest, and then we kind of have the other breakdown. So with KDP, very small, Shopify and Printify are 2 of the affiliates that I have, and then Redbubble and Spreadshirt. So let's get into this, starting with Merch by Amazon. So Merch by Amazon, the total for the month was about, again, 44% of my income. So it's $505.20. So I'm still in tier 4,000. I haven't really done a lot of uploading since, earlier in the year, although I'm getting back into uploading right now and trying to max out my remaining slots. So in total, I have about 3,500 designs live. So I have 3,400 live right now. And for the month, I sold 173 units. So generated about 3,000 in revenue, and then a royalty payout of $5.05. So averages out to be about $2.92 per unit. So most of my t-shirts, which the majority of my sales are still coming from t-shirts, I'm pricing around $16.95. And then obviously I have other products which are priced differently according to kind of the market. But a lot of my other products, so pop sockets, phone cases, etc., pricing like fairly low right now just to try to get them, boosted during this Q4 period. And eventually as they pick up sales velocity, I'll start moving the pricing up there. So if we go into this a little further, you guys can see in the US, I sold 163 units. I had 6 returns, and so the US netted me $465, and standard t-shirts made up 85%. Let me actually make this a little bigger. Standard t-shirts made up here about 85% of my income. And then we have pop sockets, which made up 7%, and a few sales in the other areas. So this is cool to see. Again, if you guys aren't familiar with this is all coming from Pretty Merch Pro dashboard. I'll put a link to it down below in the description, but you can get the free version. I just upgraded to the Pro version. Next, we have the UK market. So right now I'm only listing products in the US and the UK. Although within the last, couple weeks, I've started to actually expand and list some of my products in other markets. So maybe about a month or 2 ago, I started doing some of the translation work on a lot of my listings so that they were ready to go. And now I'm starting to actually publish those into the other marketplaces. So the UK, I did have some pickup. We got up to 10 sales, which relatively low still, but I only have a handful of listings there. So that generated me $29, or I guess 29 GBP, and about $294 in royalties per unit. So in total, 173 units sold for Merch by Amazon between the US and UK, and that generated for me about $505. And finally, we can see kind of the product breakdown again. So between the 2 marketplaces, t-shirts are still the winning product. So I mean, that's normally what I'm uploading on. For my winning designs, I'm taking those and also putting them on other products. So lots of pop sockets. I'm starting to do sweatshirts right now, tank tops for the summer, etc. But still, the majority of my sales are coming from standard t-shirts. And then again, down here, we can see the breakdown of the colors. So, most of my designs look the best on the darker colors. So we can see that playing out here. So about 55% on black, and the rest is kind of trickling down on some of the darker colors, and then we see, a few are selling on white and some of the other ones. So that is it for merch by Amazon. So a total of $505. So I'm gonna zoom back out here. So YouTube is my next one, and that's from the ads. So the Google AdSense, the ads playing before and in the middle of these videos. YouTube, again, I haven't published a single video other than my one that I just published about a week ago. I hadn't published a video in about 5 months, so I've really just been coasting on what I've done in the past 2 years or so, which was kind of these weird random spurts of putting out a lot of content, and then I'll have a couple months where I put out nothing. So my goal right now is to just put out content consistently. I want to grow this channel. YouTube's very fun. I like interacting with people and talking to people on here, so this is one platform I really want to focus on. But even without putting out any videos in the month of November, I still got about 146,000 impressions, 11,000 plus views, and then I gained about 223 subscribers, which again is relatively low. I was gaining maybe about 350, 400 a month before I stopped putting content out. And then my total revenue for the month was $174.87, as you guys can see here. So again, this platform, is, I think, a huge opportunity platform. I love building a brand and kind of putting out content on here and connecting with people, but I haven't put a lot of love and attention into this. So going forward, I do plan on putting out a lot more content, just sharing tips and tricks with you guys, things that I'm learning about, and really just kind of documenting my process as I grow, these different online business platforms. So shameless plug, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, obviously subscribe if you're interested in kind of following along on the journey and learning what I'm doing and connecting with me. So this is a great place to do so. And then I have my kind of top 5 videos. So I have 5 videos that really make the majority of my revenue. Those are my, some of my videos on integrations with Printify and Etsy. So you guys can see how to get started on Spreadshirt, etc. So I just break down kind of the 5 most popular videos for this period. And I find that the 80-20 principle definitely holds with pretty much all of these businesses, but definitely with Merch by Amazon and YouTube. With Merch by Amazon, it's like I really have 20% of my designs that kind of account for 20% of the designs that are selling account for 80% of my income. And same with YouTube. It's like 20% of my videos are generating the majority of my income on YouTube. And so it's kind of this game of just putting out content, obviously stuff that's going to be useful and helpful, but also for every maybe 10 videos I put out, 2 are actually going to pick up some steam and actually do something. And the rest kind of sit around and, I might have to rework them a little bit, etc. So it's all a game. I'm just kind of learning how all this stuff works still. So the next one is Amazon KDP. So this platform has gotten no love whatsoever since I started on it, which was, back, if we look at this graph right here, back in June of 2019. So essentially what happened here, if you guys have been following my channel, you might know this, but I pretty much went and used some automation software to turn all of my designs into these low content notebooks, and then I just bulk uploaded them. So I spent literally like a week doing this. So I have 851 books live. They're all, simple line journals, so low content, no content books. And pretty much it kind of started taking off at the beginning. Like I was seeing these numbers here in the earlier periods, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like this is an easy extra 40, 50, 60 bucks. Like I definitely want to put more time into this. And then it kind of went downhill from there. So now I have a few designs that sell, but really I have 851 live products, but I wouldn't consider them good quality products. And I haven't touched this in, since June of 2019. So it's been like a year and a half. So this is definitely a place I want to invest more time and money. So for the month, just to kind of bring this all in, I made $11.26. So it's not a lot of money, but hey, I'll take what I can get. So I sold 6 books in this market. And again, 80-20 is playing out here. I have 1 book that pretty much is kind of carried the majority of these sales, which is kind of funny. It was like a really simple design too. So anyway, KDP is definitely something that I consider a major opportunity, and I am going to put more attention on this once I get the time. But first, I'm kind of focusing on my Merch by Amazon, Etsy businesses, and getting content put out for YouTube. Then I'm going to turn some attention over to KDP. So the next one is Spreadshirt. Now, Spreadshirt, if you guys aren't familiar, is kind of an alternative print-on-demand website. So you have like Spreadshirt, Redbubble, etc. There's a bunch of them out there. And I'll put links, by the way, to all of these different sites down below in the description in case you guys haven't started on them or aren't familiar with them, just so you guys can take a look at these sites. But Spreadshirt's nice, kind of similar to Merch by Amazon. It already has traffic from people shopping on the site, and same deal, you upload your designs and then they're published on tons of different products, which makes it really easy. I find it's a lot easier to actually upload products on these platforms. Now Spreadshirt, I have maybe 1,000 or so designs on there that I did, about, I'd say like almost a year ago. So yeah, I guess at the start, if we look at this, about the start of this year, 2020. And the months are really different. So in November, to sum this up, I sold 14 units, generated $251 of revenue, and got a royalty payout of $35.74. So Again, about $2.55 per unit. It really differs depending on what is being sold and where it's being sold, because there are international sales coming in as well. So you can sometimes get something like a sticker or something small, you're barely making anything, and then you can have something that comes in and you get like a $7, $8, $9 payout in the royalty. So that's kind of the breakdown for Spreadshirt. So Redbubble. This one, if you guys have been following along my channel, I had a Redbubble account in the past and it randomly got shut down for no trademark infringements, nothing like that. I do all my designs I'm very conservative with all my design work, and my account got suspended. I'd reached out like multiple times to get it reinstated and never ended up hearing back from them. So I opened another account a while back through a business venture that I have, or through a business I have. And this is still very young. Like I only have maybe 50, 100 designs on Redbubble right now. My Redbubble account before was doing maybe $50 to $100 in royalties per month before it got shut down. So this is another platform that I do want to spend a lot more time on. But for the month, I generated 3 sales. So my royalty payout was $5.38. And similar to Spreadshirt, it really differs depending on how you set your pricing and what products are being sold. Again, stickers might only get you 20 cents, but you could sell a sweatshirt or something larger and get some more money there. So very small part of my income, but still important to note. The next one, Etsy. So as I said, Etsy was kind of a breakout income source for me. So for the month of November, I sold 49 units. So I had 47 total orders, generated $1,000+ in revenue. And then my royalty, so after taking out cost of goods for the products, Etsy fees, etc., I made about $275, so $274.99. So Etsy, I cannot stress enough, this platform, if you guys already have, designs and you're selling on Merch by Amazon or one of the other platforms, you might as well get on Etsy. Tons of traffic there. People are very high quality customers in a lot of cases. You will have to do maybe some customer service, but it's a really easy platform to get onto, especially when you're using integrations like Printful or Printify, which I've used in my stores. So I have one main store, and then I'm currently working on building out a couple of other stores. And the way that I'm kind of looking at this is each store will sell kind of a different product. So my main store is selling t-shirts, and my goal right now is to kind of start adding additional stores that would sell wall prints, coffee mugs, etc., and work at it that way, but use the same designs that I already have. So since I already have a couple thousand designs, I might as well put those to work. And the way that I look at print on demand in general is almost like real estate, where every design and every listing that I can get is kind of taking up this little piece of real estate on the web. And because there's traffic on a lot of these sites, the more real estate I can take up, the more eyeballs I get, and that means the more chances I have to sell. So the nice thing with print on demand is that we create these assets, once, and then we can sell them multiple times. Create once, sell 2, 3, 4, 20 times plus. And that's why I love this business model. So you guys can see here that the breakdown is I'm making about $5.61 per unit sold. About $5 per shirt, but it really depends. I do free shipping on here, but it depends. Sometimes I have international buyers, so I might take a little bit more of a hit on shipping, etc. But about $5.61 on each unit. And the crazy thing is about Etsy, as I kind of mentioned, is that I had my store going in 2019, but this year, even with some of the issues that we faced, the storefront and being closed down for a couple months, my store still got 333% more visits and traffic than 2019, and total revenue was up over 200%. Compared to the last year. So this definitely exploded for me, which is really nice. I mean, this is a really solid, stable income source. And this is, again, another one that I want to build out going into the new year. So, and finally, this brings us to my last income source, which is affiliate income. Now, this is something that's very new to me still. So I'm making affiliate income through links in the descriptions under my YouTube videos, and also some links on my blogs. Or blog posts. And so the two main ones that are paying out for me are Shopify and then Printify, their affiliate programs. And essentially it's, I'm getting paid because I'm encouraging people to check out these products or these resources that I like and that I use in my business that I think would help other people. And so mostly this is coming from YouTube and from the links I put down below in the video descriptions. So thanks if you guys have used any of those. You're buying me a cup of coffee, so I appreciate it. But in total, the main ones that I'm getting, some payout on are Shopify's affiliate program and then Printify. So I do have a few others, but they're not generating enough income to really even make a note of it. So right now for the month of November, Shopify had one sign up and that paid out $29. So the way Shopify works is they pay you out 2x the monthly price that the customer is paying. So if the customer signs up for basic Shopify and they're paying, about $30 a month, I would get $30 for the first month that they're active, and then another $30, $29 for the second month that they're active. So as long as they stay active for 2 months, they can pay out up to $58, which is cool. Obviously, if they sign up for a bigger, a Shopify Plus or Premium, whatever that top level one is, that could pay out more, but still cool to see at least something come through. And then finally is Printify. So Printify paid out $25.37. And Printify is similar, except I like their model actually a lot more because their model works not on someone signing up to create an account, but on someone actually selling products. And I like this because it encourages or incentivizes the content creator or whoever is putting the link out there to not only get someone to sign up, but actually kind of help them and give them useful information that helps them sell something. So rather than kind of the Shopify model where it's just about someone signing up, with Printify, I am encouraged to actually help people that use my link to help them sell more. And so I'm getting paid when they're making money, etc., which is kind of a cool way to look at it. And I like that model a lot more. So I still want to learn a lot more about affiliate income. If you guys have tips for me, let me know down below in the comments. But I think this is going to be another cool thing to kind of watch grow and learn over the next year or so. So that is pretty much it for my November 2020 online income report. So I hope you guys like that. I know that when I was kind of getting started with online income stuff, I liked watching these income report videos and reading blog posts because it was encouraging to me to see the path that people take and then the improvements that they're making over time, because that kind of gave me courage to actually go say, yes, I can do this too, and go and build my online business and online income sources. So again, the purpose, every YouTuber kind of says this, but the purpose of these videos isn't really to brag about how much money I'm making or anything like that, but is to kind of encourage you guys to keep growing your business and hopefully improve things over time, because it is possible to build these things and it does take time and work, but you can get to whatever goal you want to achieve. So, there's people making thousands of dollars a month from YouTube and from print on demand, etc. So that's kind of the goal of these reports. And I hope to continue bringing these to you guys in the future. But again, if you want to check them out, go over to my blog, subscribe to the newsletter if you're interested, and I'll send out updates every time I post these as well. But that is it for this video, guys. So I hope you like this. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have any questions. Or how you guys did for the month of November. I'd love to hear it. I know a lot of people are having a lot of success this year with so much attention on e-commerce, but that is it for this video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.